friends, and welcome back to my channel. I'm Stephanie. You're watching New Light Pets. That is Old Man Henry in the background, and today we have a really fun feeding video for you guys. We are going to be feeding all of my pets, and I have over 20 of them. I have an array of different species, everything from dogs, cats, to ferrets, reptiles, amphibians, snakes. So you'll get to see a whole variety of animals eating their meals today. I will warn you now, there will be snake feeding in this video. However, I do not do live feeding. I only feed frozen thawed, but I will give you warning before we get to that part of the video. So if you want to skip over it, you can. And in fact, it will be at the end of this video. So if you don't want to see that, I'll give you the warning and you can just switch it off. All right, guys. Well, Henry's hungry and we have a lot of mouths to feed. So let's go feed some critters. I do have to throw in a quick disclaimer that I am not glorifying having this many animals. It is a lot of work. It is not something for everyone. It takes a lot of time for me to take care of these animals properly on a daily basis. So I'm, like I mentioned, not glorifying it, but I am sharing this with you guys because it is something that works for me. I am home all the time and I have dedicated my life to these animals and they are my passion. With all that said and out of the way, let's get to it. All right, so the first thing we're gonna do is start by defrosting my rodents. I had them in the fridge all day and now I'm gonna put them in some room temperature water and get those defrosted. Of course, the cats are always curious about that. Now, since the cats are definitely ready to eat and the dogs, I'm gonna get them ready and the ferrets as well. The cats and the ferrets get this Viva Raw, which is an awesome raw food brand, and it works great for ferrets because it has the right percentage of bone, organs, and muscle meat. So I love Viva and my cats like it too, and I've been trying to transition my dogs over to at least a little bit of raw on top of their kibble every day. So I've got this fun little station over here in my kitchen where I put together everybody's food, and I've just got toppers and vitamins and salmon oil. So I'll show you guys what all I put on everybody's food. So Silver Cat is over here harassing me, so I'm gonna go ahead and give her one of her vitamins. These are just one of the Pet Honesty cat vitamins, and she gets one every single day. For the dog's kibble, I am going to be doing some bone broth to rehydrate their food. If you do have to feed kibble like I do, it's always good to just spruce it up a little bit with some healthy toppers. Raw eggs or bone broth are really good for dogs. You can add some veggies, add some raw meat like I do. There's a lot of really good options. Yogurt as well is a great probiotic. And I love to do salmon oil for my animals. This is just the Pet Honesty Wild Alaskan Salmon Oil. I'll put everything below in the description of the products that I use. All right, now we're just gonna hydrate that kibble. My cat is over here very impatiently waiting for her food. And today I'm gonna try out these new little toppers and treats that I got from Cosmicos. They have the cutest packaging and just the coolest treats for cats and dogs. I'm so excited to use their stuff. They'll be linked below as well, and I am an affiliate, so you can get a discount if you want to try some. First up, we're gonna do the quail egg sprinkles. Quail eggs are super good for dogs. My dog is literally over here drooling right now. And then they are also gonna get their vitamins today as well. Henry's a little guy, so he gets half one. These are Pet Honesty vitamins. And now it's time to feed these guys. All right, getting my cat's food ready now. There's Miss Silver enjoying her delicious raw chicken. I also want to just throw another little small disclaimer that I am not an animal nutritionist, nor am I a veterinarian. So everything I'm doing today just works for me and has come from my research and my discussions with my vet. So before you try any of this stuff, always talk to a vet first and do plenty of your own research. All right, so moving on back to the ferrets. We are gonna give them some of the Viva Raw as well. They had a really big breakfast, so I'm not gonna go too crazy for dinner tonight, but they are getting their raw chicken and then some wild Alaskan salmon oil as well. And I think I'm gonna try these quail egg sprinkles for them too. They love eggs, so we'll find out if they like these freeze-dried quail eggs. Another thing I love about this Cosmicos brand is that it can really be used for cats or dogs or ferrets too, because it's just freeze-dried meat. Like this is chicken breast and then this is chicken liver and hearts. So it's healthy and versatile, which I think is awesome. So I can't wait to try these as treats for my ferrets as well. All right, it is now time to go and feed the weasel babies. There they are, patiently waiting. All right, my little friends, it is time to eat. Going right for it. There's Bear to check it out. They're always a little skeptical when I add something new into their diet, but I have no doubt they're gonna eat up that quail egg for sure. They also get very distracted by me when I'm in here. Oh, Zuko, you little crazy nut. Eventually, I'd really like to do a video on ferret raw feeding and just the whole process of how to transition them, because it's not an easy process and it took forever for me to get my rescued ferrets switched over. Because they were older in age, and ferrets imprint on their food when they're kits, when they're babies. So if they're started off on kibble, it's really, really hard to transition them. But I'd really love to do it because there's so much value in feeding them raw, and it's just so much better for them overall. There's Bear going right for it. I think the quail eggs are a hit for Bear because he is just licking them off the top. On the other hand, this little nugget is just trying to bite my feet. You need to go eat your food because your brother's gonna eat all of it. He's gonna eat it all. Since it's so hot out today, I'm gonna give the ferrets a little dish of cold water to splash around in. They love doing that, and they will make a big mess of it, I'm sure. Gonna go ahead and put that in their little outdoor enclosure. And I'm sure when they're done eating, they will come out and splash around. Here they come to investigate the situation. Sorry, it is so hard to see with the wire there. And it is slowly turning into a splash party over here. All right, guys, so now we need to make a little bit of a salad for my baby tortoise, Disco. He's outside, he's been foraging on wild weeds, so I don't really need to bring him much. That's the nice thing about the warm months is there's plenty of free food available. But of course I have to keep his diet diverse, so I am going to bring him a little bit of spring mix. All right, so I just have my organic baby spring mix. He especially likes this red lettuce. He's very small, so he really doesn't need much of anything at all. And then he is gonna get a little bit of calcium supplement on top of his salad. I found Disco hiding over here, so I'm gonna give him his salad and let him eat it at his leisure. Well, there is now an isopod going to eat Disco salad. So at least somebody's enjoying it right now. I think Disco's mad that I woke him up. So I'm gonna leave him alone. But we do have to see his cute face for just a moment. All right, y'all, now we are going to feed my insect eating crew. It is bug day for the bearded dragons. I do need to feed my pixie frog and my Cuban false chameleon. So for the beardy and Cuban false chameleon, we are doing some delicious Dubia roaches. And they are not my favorite to deal with, but we do what we gotta do around here. So I've got my cup and my tongs, and this here is my Dubia roach colony where I breed my own Dubias. I do have a video on how to do that, which I will link below in the description. It's super cheap and super easy to do and will save you a ton of money. So I'm gonna go ahead and pick out some lucky winners for my critters today. I really hate the way that their legs feel. It creeps me out. My cat is trying to get in here. But it's the price I pay as a reptile keeper. So I've got 4 large Dubias for the bearded dragons. Now I just need to find like 1 medium or 2 for my Cuban false chameleon. All right, now we are gonna add the toppings and dust a little calcium on these guys. And get them dusted with their needed supplements. All right, first contestant is going to Lili. Listen to that disgusting crunch. Next up is Miss Clementine. And they are each getting 2 large Dubias today. Delicious. All right, final one for Clem. Let's see if we can get that in focus. There we go. And that is a happy bearded dragon. All right, now we are gonna feed Penelope. Took it just like a sweet little lady. And then she freezes with it hanging out of her mouth. And she has to think about it for about 1 to 2 minutes, and then she'll eventually chew it up and swallow it. All right, next in line we have Gravy, the pixie frog, and she is going to get an earthworm today that I have dusted in calcium. So the White's tree frogs, they were given crickets last night, which are probably still running around in their enclosure unless they ate them all. But I wanted to show you them anyways because they're so cute when they're sleeping during the day. We also have Sleepy Girl Ozzy, who's not eating today either. She only eats about 1 or 2 times a week. So today is not her day, but she's taking a nice little nap and looking cute. And as for my crested gecko, she just gets Pangea at night. It's not that exciting, guys. So now it's going to be time to feed the snakes. That is the last of my animals I have to feed today. So if you don't want to see that part, this is your warning, and go ahead and turn off the video. But if you do want to catch some snake feeding, now is the time. All right, so first up, we're gonna feed my corn snake, Hendrix. The only snake we won't feed today is Zeppelin, one of my ball pythons, because he is in shed. But Hendrix is a little guy. He's just getting a little fuzzy mouse, which I kind of like to warm up under the lamp so that he can start to smell it and come out. All right, I just spotted him. He's down here in his little hide. I'm sure he'll be poking his little snout out soon. Here he comes. Perfect. All right, so next up we have my Pearl Island boa, who is going to be getting a rat pup today. He is back here under this log, and I think he is really ready to eat today. And there he goes. He was definitely hungry. Next we have Maynard, who is hidden up in this like really weird spot right now, but I saw his little nose poking out. So he will be coming to eat here shortly. He also just got out of shed, and my snakes are always super hungry after they shed. I jump every single time he hunts. Oh my gosh. It is no joke. All right, you guys, well, that was a lot of work, and as you can see, it is no walk in the park feeding this many animals on a daily basis, but I hope you guys enjoyed the video and got to see some cute and interesting animals. If you enjoyed this video, hit that like and that subscribe button. I put out weekly videos about pet care, and I'll catch you all at the next video.